48 megapixel cameras. More and more smartphones are offering this feature these days, but which ones are the best? Hey guys, Leah here from Unbox, and in this video, we'll be sharing our top 10 picks for smartphone cameras that can shoot 48 megapixels. But before we get to that, I'd like to remind you that we're giving away 3 smartphones, a Mi A1, the Redmi 5, and the Realme C2. So if you guys want to join, the mechanics are in the description box below. Do check it out, but here's a hint, you have to subscribe to the channel, so do that now. Okay, on to the video. I just have to say this. While you're more likely to output 12 megapixel pictures, you will notice that they are clearer, sharper, and they just have more detail because of pixel binning. You'll know what I'm talking about later on when you see the sample shots. So what are our top picks for smartphones with a 48 megapixel camera? Here's a list, but take note that they're not arranged in any particular order, and we only included phones that are available in the Philippines at an official capacity, so walang black market. Okay guys, let's start. Number 1, the Xiaomi Mi 9. So this is the current budget flagship of the brand, and it hits all the right spots when it comes to performance, features, and image quality. Its 48 megapixel shooter is great for both day and night shots, and you can have one for as low as 22,990 pesos for the variant with 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. But we do recommend saving up just a bit to get the one with more storage, which is at 128 gigs. That one is 24,990 pesos, and here are our sample shots. Number 2, the Xiaomi Mi 9 SE. While it's a little slower than the Mi 9, it still has the same high-resolution camera, and I personally prefer this because it's smaller and easier to hold, and it comes with a friendlier price tag. It's only 15,990 pesos for the variant with 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. So here are some pictures taken with the phone. Number 3 is the Redmi Note 7. Now this is probably the most affordable smartphone with a 48 megapixel camera. It's 7,990 pesos for the one with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. This phone offers great value, and here are some shots in case you're interested. Okay, enough phones from Xiaomi. Let's move on to phone number 4, the Vivo V15 Pro. While it's best known because of its 32 megapixel pop-up camera, it does have a 48 megapixel rear shooter and an ultra-wide angle lens. It's priced at 23,999 pesos for the one with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. Check out our photos. These are actually 2 phones that we're counting as one, the Oppo F11 and the Oppo F11 Pro. They both have the same high-resolution snappers, but the main difference is the pop-up module on the Pro version that allows it to have a full-screen display versus the F11 that comes with a water drop notch. Aside from that, both smartphones have the same 48 megapixel main camera, and the F11 Pro is 18,990 pesos for the one with 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, while the regular F11 is 3,000 pesos cheaper. It's 15,990 pesos. Here are some sample shots. Phone number 6 is the OnePlus 7 Pro, which according to DxOMark has the best shooter from the bunch, and it scored just below the Huawei P30 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. This smartphone has a lot more to offer though. Aside from the cameras, it has one of the best displays we've ever seen. And it was named the top performer in Antutu last May, and Guys, we can attest to that. This phone is incredibly fast, but it comes with a price. So it's more expensive than what we're accustomed to from this brand. It's 38,990 pesos for the one with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and 42,990 pesos for the one with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. So here are some pictures taken with the phone. Number 7 and number 8 are the Oppo Reno and the Oppo Reno 10X. So we call the Oppo Reno the baby shark and the Reno 10X the mommy shark because the pop-up camera looks like a shark's fin. And if you're now singing the song, sorry, not sorry. For the Reno, you get a 48 megapixel main camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, while the Reno 10X has a triple camera setup with a main one at 48 megapixels, of course, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 13 megapixel periscope camera with 10 times lossless zoom. So the Reno is 26,990 pesos and the Reno 10X is 45,990 pesos. Check out the pictures. The last two phones that we'll be talking about are not yet officially available in the Philippines, but it looks like they'll be here soon. Number 9, the Samsung Galaxy A80. Now, this is one of the most exciting phones released by the brand, and unlike most pop-up cameras, this one doesn't just solve the notch problem, but because it also rotates, this means that the 48 megapixel camera acts as both the rear and the selfie shooter. So how awesome is that? Finally, we get the same image quality for both the rear and the selfie cameras. Well, Samsung said that the phone will be available in the Philippines sometime this month. As of now, we don't have the exact date yet, but we were able to check it out during the launch in Thailand, so here are some of the sample shots taken with it. And lastly, the Xiaomi Mi 9T. This is essentially a Redmi K20 for other parts of the world, and yes, it has a 48 megapixel camera in addition to a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle shooter and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens with 2 times zoom. No sample shots for this one because we haven't tried it out yet, but we're really looking forward to it. And that's it, our top picks for smartphones with a 48 megapixel camera. Which one's your favorite from the bunch, or is there anything else that you'd like to add to the list? Let us know in the comment section. Before we end this video, again, I'd like to remind you guys that we are giving away 3 smartphones, a Mi A1, the Redmi 5, and the Realme C2. The instructions are in the description box below. Take note, guys, that the mechanics are different for the phones, so read the instructions carefully and do follow them. We will be drawing the winner on July 1st and July 8th, so good luck! And that's it for this video. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ang kulit ko, and hit that notification bell. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. This is Leia. Bye!